Good evening, everybody. Welcome to, sorry for a rather delayed start to the Nick RP stream. We're on Wacky Races tonight. I'm still kind of in the middle of getting set up a little bit, so we'll sort of do this as we go along. Yeah, let's flippy flop on in and see what we can do. Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. You probably noticed that everything looks a little bit different today. Cutting down on the lights, cutting down on, the only light I've got on is the flood behind me, just to give us a bit of backdrop. Hey Maxwell, pretty good, apart from it is extremely warm. It is very, very warm at the moment. So yeah, that's why I reduced the lights down and we're just sort of going back to basics a little bit today. Just trying to get Wacky Races set up. Just wanted to have a look and see if there was any guides on what to do with the emulator, because mine looks a bit funky. It doesn't look like there is any guidance. I wonder. There is usually a wiki. PS.
A message from Cosmic Varanid. I'm not sure if my username change has broken my walk-on, so I'm using Big Frog as a stand-in. Something happened to me last Thursday when I was driving home. I had a couple of miles to go. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky, to the east.
Thank you very much, Cosmic. Yes, your username change will completely break it. But luckily, it's a very, very easy fix. Basically, I have an audio file that is named after your username. So all I got to do is change the name of it, and that'll fix it. Maybe there's a way of me doing that. So, because your username's change, well, your display name's changed, but your username won't have changed. So I wonder if there's something where I just need to change it so that it's looking up a username instead. I don't know, but I say I can fix that pretty easily. If I can find where are they? Eli points? SFX? No. Subbat? No. I'm trying to remember where the heck I put them. Alerts? Nope. I don't have a sound effects. Streamer bot? Have I got I've got a streamer bot. Walk-ons. There we go. I knew I'd find it. Right. So. Oh right. It's just Cosmic Varanid now without the underscore in the middle. All right. Give it a go when you're ready. Hopefully that should fix it.
Something happened to me last Thursday.
There we go.
I had a couple of miles to go. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky to the east.
Hello to Azerbaijan. Hello, Trambe. Right, let me just check. PCSX2 Wacky Races. There we go. I knew there'd be a wiki. And the first liked person. Right. Test configuration doesn't give you like settings to use. It just all looks a bit wobbly, and it's not like in the center of the screen, which is really weird. This looks okay. I've managed to get it look better, but as I say, it's just weird that it's not in the center of the screen. So we're gonna swap to the scene and see what it looks like. Yeah, there you go. I don't know. As I say, I don't know why we've got this big block at the bottom. It looks really weird. I'm not quite sure why. But also, apparently, I think I used to run this in 16:9 because of the because of the size of live split. Clearly, I will run it in 16:9 because you can play it in 16:9, but I had noticed that all of the other runs on the leaderboard are all in 4:3. But just so, because I don't want to have to redo live split. Let me change it to. Now it's all really. As soon as I go into it, it becomes all jumpy. Right, let's put widescreen mode on. And change. We head over to the 16:9. Right, settings, game properties, graphics, aspect ratio, 16:9. There we go. That's better. The thing is, I can't. The window's locked, so I can't move it. Let's go stretch, screenshot size, crop, anti-blur, screen offsets. This is Wacky Races starring Dastardly and Muttley. Oh, you got overscan. That looks bad. That actually looks better already. Don't know what integer scaling does. This already looks better. Obviously, it just needs the window. The window just needs fixing. So yeah, give me a second. Just trying to find out where I can sync toast, refresh rate, optimal frame pacing. I can't find the options to be able to change the window size, which is a bit weird. I'm not quite sure why. I might have to restart the game. Let me try doing that. Right, shut down. Right, so you just have to bear with me. You just have to bear with me a second whilst I give this a go. Right. PAL UK. Interface. Disable window resizing. Looks like that might have been on. We'll see what happens. That's all right. That's all right. Graphics. Right, aspect ratio 16:9. Widescreen 16:9. Okay, let's try loading up again and see what happens. I can now stretch the screen, so that's good. So hopefully now I can get this to look correct on stream. That always does that. This is an old live split as well. This doesn't have the extra bit for the extra bit. I know what I'm trying to say. I really should have spent some time getting this game ready rather than, not doing that. Oh no, that doesn't work. That makes it worse. Let me just change the size of these subsplits. That should.
And now, here they are, the most daredevil group of daffy drivers to ever whirl their wheels in the Wacky Races, competing for the title of World's Wackiest Racer. The cars are approaching the starting line. First is the turbo.
That'll do. I know why it's doing this.
Rufus Roughcut and Sawtooth in the Buzz Wagon.
I really should have made some effort to try and make this work. Right, this already looks a heck of a lot better. Still don't think it's quite right. I'm just gonna have a quick look at in-game graphics. Change to 50 Hertz. We want to run the game in 50 hertz because that is the speed. That is the setting that all of the other runs use. Right, so options, graphics, center screen. Right, that's as far down as that will go. So that it still feels a bit wobbly. But I don't really know what I can do about that, if anything. There's a screen offset option. Which is a bit weird. Oh, anti-blur actually really helps, so I'll keep anti-blur on. Okay, so let's do that. Let me use screen offsets. Oh, but if I use screen offsets, it looks... Oh, it shakes again. Maybe we won't use that. So that looks all right. It's fine. It's fine for what I'm looking at. Say I can do that as well. And then hopefully I should therefore already have some sort of setting in my game capture. That's that's that one. Filters. Now I have a color correction. I don't have a crop. Let me just add a quick crop to this. Crop the bottom. It's gonna take forever. Crop that to about there. I think the sides are okay, but we do need to crop the top a little bit. There we go. That should do it. There's obviously you've got the rounded edges, but that's part of the game. So hopefully this will be good. I cannot play Undertale after this game because that's not the idea of this stream. That would be terrible. Cool. Okay, I think we're good. We are just going to jump straight into it, see how I get on. So it's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've played this, but hopefully we'll be okay. Hopefully. Who knows? Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Right. That live capture region isn't going to work. So I think what I need to do, I just need to also start make sure live split has an auto splitter. So hopefully we can get that to work as well. So if I just take a windowed projector of that. No, that doesn't work. The projector does not include the... Great. Nothing does what I want it to do, which is not ideal. All right, screw it. Select region. This bit. We'll see if this still works. It's an auto splitter that I developed using auto split. So it's an image-based auto splitter. So hopefully it still works. We'll see how we get on. No, not an adventure. So arcades. Dick Dastardly and Muttley, because they are the best unit. We want to do Wacky Cups. And so the speedrun we're doing is all cups. It's actually all cups skipless. I'm just going to edit my splits so that it is called all cups skipless. If it can pull it from, it's not pulling it from there. Skipless, yes. 50 hertz. PS2 skipless, that's what I wanted. And then we just want to change the title element. Show variables. We want to show variables. We don't want to show platform. There we go. Main machine 50 hertz skipless. That's what we want to see. We don't want to see that. We do want to see that. That'll have to die. I don't know why there's an extra. Yeah, that'll do. We've got something. So yeah, we're just gonna jump straight into it and just give it a go. I am speedrunning this for a marathon next Sunday, and I haven't run this in bloody forever. So 3, 2, 1, go! The auto split still works. So we want Mega Boosting Machine, the Mean Mobile, and the Dastardly Glue Pool. 3, 2, 1. Good. Oh, I did change. Right, we're gonna quit race. I changed it. I changed accelerate to R2. So just give that an old reset. Oh, I bet I haven't got the run on here. Nope, I ain't got the run.gg on here either. So we'll quickly add that, because then we get all of the nice gold splits and resets and all of that other good stuff. Run. Oh, it's the run. The run.gg. Log in. They're just the different names for the cups. There's just a different. Each cup has a different set of tracks. Every single track is represented across all 4 cups. As I say, they're just the names of them. Live split key. Come on. Copy to clipboards. Paste. Go. Right. We now have run.ggs. Hopefully, that should now mean when I reset. Reset. Brilliant. All right, let's try this one more time. 3, 2, 1, go.
Start. And now, here they are, the most daredevil group of
We've already got our items equipped, so let's do this.
competing for the title.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I didn't get the boosted start. Right, so we want to get into first place as soon as possible. We want to be cutting corners, and we want to be boosting whenever possible, really. But we need to be careful with how we boost, particularly on those larger hills like that. We want to be grabbing as many. Oh wow, I am already rusty. And there's a few shortcuts that we can take along the way as well. So the first shortcut for this one is going to be here. We're going to just hop over this fence. I need to be a little more gentle on the analog stick. I could do with. Oh, I am not off to a good start.
Too bad, you lost the lead.
Do a barrel roll. There you go. Really inefficient use, but this is already off to a bad start, so I'm not too fussed. Also, I can't help but notice that live split is not running. It did not pick up the 3, 2, 1. But we should be. We're in first place again, so that's good. Boost over the. Boost over the fence. We're now nicely in the lead, and we should be able to just use this opportunity to get ourselves a lot of tokens. So it's a bit like obviously it's a kart racer, so it's a little bit like Mario Kart, but instead of like picking up random items off the floor, you collect these tokens, and every racer has their own unique abilities. So every racer pretty much has a boost, a mine, a helicopter, a shield, yeah, sort of standard stuff that you'd kind of expect. Boost over there. Oh no, we're not going to boost over there. We're going to completely screw everything up.
Oh, what a race this has been.
And over the line, really slow. We apparently have a gold split. Because the splitter didn't pick up the time. See if it works this time. If not, might as well not. Well, I might as well not bother not using the auto splitter. On to track 2. Nah, it's not picking it. The auto splitter should be realizing, should be noticing the timer, the 3, 2, 1. It should be looking at that on the screen, and it clearly isn't. Oh, boost across here. Man, this feels a lot looser than I remember. So I'm gonna go around here because this is the fastest way. I want to do that. Don't have. There we go. That's a nice shot. That's a new shortcut that I only learnt today. All right, this is already better. We're nicely in the lead. Loads of tokens, which I've completely missed most of them. That's good. Good job, Nick. Only other thing, I haven't got control with the directional pad, only with the analog stick, and I do actually prefer, for some games like this, to use the. Don't know if I can do that shortcut without tokens. It is, yes. It's quite. It has been brought forward slightly. Originally, I was doing the penultimate 2 runs, but someone had to get moved behind me, so I've been pulled forward to about to about 11 o'clock instead, which is a little better. Wonder why the auto splitter isn't. Oh, it still hasn't picked up the bloody. It doesn't use. Actually uses a different image. It's not the image I was thinking of.
3, 2, 1, go!
It's still not picking it up. Right, we're gonna boost and try and get ahead of everyone there, and I hit the bollard. So there, I was about to get shot, so I used my shields.
Wait a minute.
And then what we can do here is your turning circle is massively improved when you boost, like for sort of, which is really weird. So it's actually one of the most optimal times to boost is as you're about to go around a corner, which seems really counterintuitive, but it works really well. As soon as you boost, your handling gets so much better.
The wacky racers keep changing positions.
So here now would be a. Oops. Trying to do something new. This clearly isn't the track for it. Oh, this is only run number 1. As soon as we've got plenty more to do this this game. Use our boost. I probably didn't want to be boosting over the top of that actually, because there's no tokens down there. Got to stop bashing into things. That would also be very helpful. Yeah, I'd kind of like to get D-pad control back again, because I do remember preferring the D-pad to the analog stick with this. It just feels a lot more responsive.
Another pass. And it's the final stretch. Oh, what a race this has been. And it looks as if Dick Dastardly won.
I don't know. I wonder if I have. I wonder if I have control over it in the menus. Yeah, I have control with the D-pad in the menus, just not in game. Let me have a quick look. Settings, controllers. There is an analog button, which is the guide button, which I've now set. Just need to close Steam because now every time I push it, it's gonna. Unless there is a setting to change it. Settings, invert, analog dead zone, analog sensitivity. It's not a way of changing. Not a way of changing the setting so that it does just recognize it as. Luckily, the timing that we use is just the in-game time of each race added up. So right now, technically, I'm not losing any time in the speedrun. Not that live split is working properly anyway, so that doesn't help. I can't figure out mapping settings. Not ignore inversion. Can't seem to find anything to say whether or not it's analog. All right. I'll see if pushing the guide button works.
3, 2, 1, go!
Which platform would you recommend to your lovely one? I would say whichever platform you are most comfortable with, mainly because saying either platform, because obviously I stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, and saying either platform is better than the other is probably not a good look at the moment, because Nutty got suspended. So yeah, for my own safety, I would not want to try and push any of my audience in any direction right now. Okay, dirt, it doesn't work. There was a trick that was discovered in back in August, where on certain surfaces, if you hold R1 whilst in a boost, when you come out of the boost, you will maintain a little bit of that boost speed. But R1 is also brake. Except maybe it isn't. I think it's L1. I think L1 is it, because I'm not using the default settings. Certainly not that.
It's still a pretty close race.
Yeah, it's L1 that I want to be using. I must have changed those buttons around. I'm pretty sure I got told that it works on dirt and like gravel. It doesn't work on snow and sand.
Final stretch. And here are the Wacky Racers again.
But I won't be able to tell until I get live split
And
like
the
properly
is the winner.
working.
The Creepy Coop is second.
I'm gonna try.
Third are Sergeant Blast and Private Mickey.
I think this is the end of the. Oh no, we still got Snow Hope Village.
And now, here they are, the most daredevil group of daffy drivers to ever whirl their wheels in the Wacky races, competing for the title of World's Wackiest Racer. 3, 2, 1, go!
I also can't get a boosted start for some reason. I seem to be mistiming the boosted start. Let's have a look. That's still not high enough. See, this is also because I changed the settings and I shouldn't have done. Basically, I need the timer to be in a specific position on the screen. And there's no return to... Is there a return to default? There's no return to default option. I'm going to try there. That looks better. It could do with coming down a little bit. We're going to restart because I've screwed this all up anyway. Right. Use settings. I'm going to just retry this one race because It's currently waiting for a 0.
The most daredevil group of daffy drivers to ever whirl their wheels in the wacky. 3, 2, 1, go!
That still hasn't picked it up. I don't know why, because that looks like it should be in the right place. Can you post a video about how you made the timer mechanism on the left side? I mean, it's just live split. It's nothing that special. Like, go to search Google for live split, and it'll work. And also, it's definitely not that special because it's not bloody working at the moment.
And now, here they are. The most daredevil group of daffy
I also wonder if it's because I'm playing in.
2, 1, go!
There we go. Did it. It's got it this time. It's now working. Right. The only other thing is I still don't have control with the
Wait a minute.
D-pad, which I would like. So I'm going to actually change the controller bindings so that the D-pad is also
Looks like someone's trying to get ahead.
the left analog stick. There we go. Nope, that still hasn't done it. Did I not save? I not save that? Let's go. What's going on? What? Now it seems to have changed it so that now the D-pad isn't doing. The hell? This is a very, very... I've changed it so that the D-pad matches the analog stick, and it's still not working. Why? Say in fact, technical difficulties. In fact, now it's all completely screwed. I'm pushing up and it goes up then down. The hell have I done? Automatic mapping. STL0. Right, let's... Oh my god. All right. This just doesn't seem to want to really work very well. Let's start again and see if we can get it all to work. Hopefully live split's now working. I don't quite understand what's going on with the controller. I cannot get the D-pad. Is there a setting in game that I need to change? Controller 1. No, it's just that. One thing I do want to do though. See, it is slide hand. Yeah, slide hand. I'm gonna change it back to the slide hand brake reverse. That's the default. Yeah, so it is L1, not I might go back. No, I'm going to restore. Right. Let's try this again. Wacky cups. Token cup. Ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Have to use the analog stick, apparently.
The most daredevil group of daffy drivers to ever whirl their wheels in the wacky races. 3, 2, 1, go!
And live split is now working.
Let's go! Now that's stuck, isn't it?
Live split has picked up that the race has started, so we are good. Hopefully, we are now good to actually try and do a run. Right, let's start boosting, get nice and ahead. Try and grab some of those. Yeah, grab some of these. And hopefully I'll get used to it again. I just know when I was a kid, I did prefer using the D-pad rather than the analog stick a lot for some games. So we're gonna boost over this little hill, which is a nice little shortcut. Now we want to be grabbing as many of these tokens as we possibly can. We're gonna boost up this hill. Grab this token. The other drivers aren't dropping many tokens. I'm pretty sure there is something about manipulating tokens in that way. We want to use a boost to get high up in the air so that we don't flip over. Okay, here we don't want to use one because we want to try and get down there. We can now boost to sort of reset. That was not my best boost.
They're neck and neck.
That was not a good turn in the slightest.
Go for it.
That's it. Grab loads of tokens. Good, good, good.
It's like the other cars are standing still.
And ready. Boosts. Want to try and keep corners tight, but it's like it's always a deliberation between do we want to keep a corner tight or do we want to get a token. Right, keep this token now so we can boost over the fence. So boost and final stretch and finish. Right, live split hasn't picked up that I've finished the race. So that's going to split, isn't it?
And now, here they are, the most daredevil group of daffy drivers who ever whirl their wheels in the wacky races. Competing for the
3, 2, 1.
go!
Cool, but it is, as I say, live split does seem to be working again now. I want to boost up that hill. That is a really, really nice shortcut, that one.
You've taken the lead.
So here's now where we can start using this new boost advantage. Can't use it on sand here. Basically, whenever you boost, during the boost, you want to hold the slide handbrake button, and for some reason that will kind of keep your boost going a bit, but it can only be used on dirt and tarmac. You can't use it on sand. There is a little area in here which is tarmac rather than sand. There we go. Turn a corner. Use the boost. Need to get some tokens so that we can boost over that jump. I'm just going to quickly grab one there. And then boosts. That's such a nice little shortcut, that one.
And there's another pass.
Grab that one. Oh, boost. If you go wrong, boost out of it. That boost. I don't think we're getting any more boosts. Yeah, wacky races.
In second place are the gruesome twosome. And now, here they are, the most daredevil group of daffy drivers to ever whirl their wheels in the wacky races. 3, 2, 1, go!
Now live split's paused because it didn't detect. It's not detecting the word finished now. Live split is being a bit of a bitch. Apparently can't restart it. It won't restart until it gets another pause instruction. Ugh. Thought I had everything in the right position. Right, let's drop down. Live split do be like that. Around there. So this new boosted thing only works on straight lines. So basically, you want to use a boost. As soon as you start boosting, hold L1. For me, by default, it's R1, but I've changed my button scheme, so it'll be L1 for me, which is why it wasn't working earlier and I was just braking. And then, yeah, you just hold L1 and it maintains a little bit of your boost speed when you do it. It used to be called the ham. I think it was called the ham turbo or something like that. And you'd basically like do a barrel roll to try and maintain it. And then someone discovered, oh, you don't need to do that. Just hold the slide handbrake button and that also works. Which is just crazy. So here we're gonna turn and boost because we turn better as we boost.
We're heading into the home stretch. We're at the finish line. And the mean machine is the winner. In second place are Luke and Rubber Bear. And the bulletproof bomb comes in third.
We'll ignore the fact that we've got a gold split. Basically, all live split is looking for is looking for the zeros of the timer, and it's looking for the timer to change the word finished. It's picking up the zeros, but it's not picking up finished.
3, 2, 1, go!
So you can see it's running now because it successfully saw the timer appear with zeros. But for some reason, I just can't get it to...
You've been locked.
Oh, I've been locked, so we use our shield. Which isn't doing... Apparently, I didn't need to use that. Alright, so here, hopefully this works. So if I just... And all I do is just hold L1, and that keeps some of my speed. We'll do it again here. So I'm going to boost and just hold L1. I went up in the air there, so that broke it. Yeah, anytime you get just a nice long straight, boost, hold L1, and you'll maintain some of your speed as you come out the other end. So hopefully, if live split will play at the right times, hopefully we should see some actual gold splits at some of these races because I'll be using this trick.
What a pass!
But we shall see.
With only a few miles to go to the finish line, the drivers give it all they've got. We're heading into the home stretch. Oh, what a race this has been! And the mean machine is the winner. In second place are Sergeant...
Or we would do if... Again, it's not going to work because I'm not seeing the word finished.
And now, here they are, the most daredevil group of Daffy drivers to ever whirl their wheels in the 3, 2, 1, go!
I'm still not getting the boosted start. Better use my shield because, yep, I would have been shot there. first place, I think you'll find Mr. Announcer. And big turn, so boost. This is, we're doing skipless. This is one of the tracks that has a massive skip. There's a huge, absolutely huge skip in this track, but it is not marathon friendly. I think I'm like in about 50 attempts when I first started learning this. I maybe got it once. You go out of bounds and sort of get to the finish line and sort of cross the finish line twice in one go. It's very weird. You like do a load of rubber banding and then you hit a lamp and then you're all over the place.
And there's another pass.
I'll stop them.
We're heading into the home stretch. And here are the Wacky Racers again.
Do 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 do
And
do.
the mean machine is the winner.
Oh, it actually live split stopped that time. You can see that it's paused.
Dick Dastardly won.
It actually registered the fact that it had hit.
You win.
I'm so dastardly, sometimes I scare myself.
Obviously, our time is not correct here at all. Oh no, it hasn't. It's still poor. It's still looking for the word finished for some bizarre reason. Anyway, onto the Mirror Cup.
And now, here they are, the most daredevil group of daffy drivers.
That's almost certainly not a real gold split.
3, 2, 1, go!
I wonder if you still have to push X. I'm still pushing. I'm pushing accelerate, but I wonder if it's even if you change the button, it's still X to do the boosted start. This one's a fairly straightforward track. There's kind of one shortcut that's important to get in this one, which is just here. So just as we come to here, we want to take a left and go through there. If you're really good, then you can go through between the cactus on the left, but it's risky. No. Turn and boost. Turn and boosts. Turn and boosts really put some work in that section.
They're neck and neck.
Here. There you go, you can go that way, but
The third and final lap.
oh, a little all over the place there. I have no boosts to use here, so I better try and grab some tokens and turn boosts. Turn boosts.
It's like
It seems so counterintuitive that you want to boost when you're going around a really sharp turn. It's so dumb.
we're at the finish line. And it looks as if Dick Dastardly won. In second place are the Gruesome Twosome and the Buzzwack. And now, here they are. the most daredevil
This is gonna pause the timer again.
their wheels in the Wacky Races, competing for the title of World's 3, 2, 1, go!
I need to look at the boosted start again. I am not getting it at all. I thought it was as it says too. I'm gonna have to watch someone else's video. Boosted turn.
Wow, you rocketed into first place.
Of course I have. I'm Shifty Dick Dastardly, who shifts into the wrong gear. Now, this level can be an absolute nightmare because some of the hitboxes for the environment seem way bigger than they are. It is really easy to hit a lamppost or the fountain or anything. There's so many different things that you can just run into in this track.
Wait a minute.
See if I can get... Oh, I only got the one. Oh, I'll get that one. Oh, I should have saved my boost for that corner. Not the best set of turns there, but we got there. So already I have a bit of an issue with this actually doing this run, but the run shouldn't be too bad, despite this issue. The main issue being is I've got no idea what to talk about. Please, I'm still not getting the boosted start. I have learned. I've learned. Oh, I couldn't put my shield up in time. I've learned Act 4 because there is a multiple Metal Gear speedrun called the Shadow Moses trilogy, which the third part of that trilogy is to run. Is to run the Shadow Moses section of MGS4. So I've learned that bit on very easy only. That is the only bit of MGS4 that I've learned. I did start just trying to run through it and figuring I could probably pick it up as I go along. And I actually got all the way up to Laughing Octopus because it's really just a game of boss fights, MGS4. There is not a lot to do in that game. Particularly on the easiest difficulty. I imagine when you go on to harder difficulties, it's a bit more interesting. But for the majority of it, it is run from A to B. If a guard spots you, it doesn't matter. Keep running. Oh, that's a bad position. Oh, right, boost. And again, live split hasn't unpaused. I think the clock needs to be a bit higher. I'm just gonna quickly go back into the graphics and just do that. The timer on screen does not matter. It is complete. My live split is completely inaccurate, so it does not matter what I do here. So this is one of the really, really good levels for using the boost trick. So keep holding L1 as you come out of a boost. If you're using default settings, R1 as you come out of a boost, and you will just keep up your speed. Going the right way. What are you talking about? I don't know if that helps. So yeah, there is still no better feeling than playing MGS4 for the first time and first returning to Shadow Moses. It's just an experience you can only ever have once.
The wacky racers keep changing positions.
And yeah.
It's the final lap.
So it feels nice that it's the only bit of the run that I've ever bothered to learn to speedrun. I say it is on my list. I will probably learn the speedrun once Master Collection Volume 2 comes out, because it's it's pretty much like 99% confirmed that MGS4 will be on Master Collection Volume 2. So, like, why should I just don't really see much point in buggering around trying to either use my PS3 or use an emulator when I could just wait for Massive Collection Volume 2, which is almost certainly going to be a much better way of playing the game. Right, let's see if Live Split pauses here. It's still not recognizing the word finished. Start running MGS1 again. I will be honest, I have been tempted. I am tempted.
And now, here they are, the most daredevil group of daffy drivers who roll their wheels in the wacky races, competing for the title of World's Wackiest Racer.
This is just gonna break. I was gonna say, I've been tempted to go back, do minimal install.
2, 1, go!
Ah, okay, I did get it right. All right, options, graphics. I think I went too far down. Let's try that. Just gonna retry, make sure that the
And now, here they are, the most daredevil group of daffy drivers
that it should now pause when we start.
2, 1, go!
No, it's now in the wrong. It's in the wrong place again. It's too high. Graphics on the screen. We'll just keep going. I may turn off the auto splitter and just do it manually.
They're neck and neck.
So here we want to boost around that corner. And then boost around this corner.
Close race. Lap 2.
Long loading time. Oh yeah, like just speedrunning MGS4 loading times are atrocious. So again, Master Collection should alleviate that a lot. Because the difference on modern hardware is the whole thing will be installed on your hard drive. I mean, if you had the digital version of MGS4, then it was still installed in your PS3's hard drive, but that was a PS3 hard drive running it off an SSD. Particularly if you've got an M.2 like I have, that should be a nice smooth load, and you'll probably find that you'll get loading trick as well. So once you've played through it once, play through it again on the same session, and it'll be stored in memory.
We're heading into the home stretch.
Right, I want to try and just as we cross the finish line.
Wait a minute.
Finished is way too low.
Car 00, Dastardly and Muttley. In second place is Professor Pat Pending. Congratulations, you finished in first place. You really are a wacky racer.
No, finished isn't way too low. It wasn't looking for it finished anyway. I'm surprised we've had no Metal Gear Solids. I'm surprised we've had no Metal Gear Solid at all.
And now,
Announced for
competing for the title 3, 2, 1, go!
I'm still not getting it. We've had no Metal Gear Solid at all announced for the Switch 2. I was expecting Snake Eater Delta to be announced for it. Maybe that's going to come later down the line. I imagine that when they do announce Master Collection Volume 2, it will go to Switch 2. And it's I I don't think they'll do. I don't think they'll need to do anything with Master Collection Volume 1 on Switch 2. It's already on the Switch, and I imagine if you play the Switch version on the Switch 2, it runs brilliantly. But it all depends on exactly how that game was handled. Ooh.
Oh, shut up, Wacky. Exactly as I planned. Right, Wacky?
Oh, pay more attention.
I need to alter live split. No, there isn't. I don't think it needs it. Like, what more could you have? Well, actually, the one thing that they could do is increase the frame rate. As I understand it, the Master Collection Volume 1 is locked to 30 FPS on all games on Master Collection Volume 1 for Switch, whereas, you know, for every other platform... Oh, hang on. For every other platform, I'm just making sure that the auto split is on the finish to see if I can get it to work, which it did not. I think it's too low.
In second place is the Anthill Mob. And in third, the Slag Brothers.
I need to get this boosted start down.
Devil group of Daffy drivers, whoever whirled there. 3, 2, 1, go!
It's on 1, not on 2. I'm just gonna move it up to there.
And away go the Wacky Racers.
Just retry. Live split's currently waiting on a 0, so we'll see if this works. It'll pause it if it works. 1. It was on 1. Yeah, it's not pausing. It's too. It's fucking too high.
And now, here they are, the most daredevil group of Daffy drivers who ever whirled their wheel. 3, 2, 1, go!
That was in the perfect spot. I don't know why that didn't do it. I'm gonna have to just turn off. I'm gonna have to just redo live split. I might redo it to be. I need to actually check what game resolution I said it would be for. Because most speedruns of this are done in 4:3. I think I might be one of the only ones who does it in 16:9. I should check what I actually submitted for License-a-thon. I mean, the video that I would have shared would have been 16:9. Shouldn't have gone across the water when I had no... Shouldn't go across the water when I haven't got any boost. That was really... Oh, you creepy coop. I have no idea how well I'm doing, because I've got nothing to compare against, because live split is all over the bloody place.
A foolproof way to win this wacky race.
There we go, I've got plenty of tokens now, so we can definitely go across the water here.
And there's another path.
Though ideally, we want to keep... This is another perfect spot to hold L1 and keep that boost maintained.
Nobody's winning this race but me.
Oh my god, the creepy coop. Boosted turn.
The Wacky Racers keep changing positions.
Can use that again here.
Crazy, you're going the wrong way. We're at the finish line. The winner is car 00, Dastardly
What, in that it's actually made the game playable?
And now, here they are, the most daredevil group of daffy drivers to ever whirl their wheel. 3, 2, 1, go!
That's in the perfect position. I don't get it. Let's try this.
And now, here they are, the most daredevil group of daffy drivers to ever whirl their 3, 2, 1, go!
It won't do it. It just will not detect that image, and I don't understand why. And this kind of feels a bit futile when I don't actually know what my time is and what I'm doing. This is why I'm kind of all over the place, not really concentrating on the run very well. This probably is going to fail because I have no boosts. Oh, actually, I got bumped in the back by the Army Surplus Special. That was very handy, although I'm going to have to shield because he's trying to shoot me. Gives me a good chance to get a load of tokens ready. Which is nice because then we can boost off of there, which is a nice little one. And then we can boost here, and that should be okay. That's better. Shortcut there. It was an interesting thing that that I saw on Blue Sky today. If you know Wario88, I can't remember the exact name of the account, but it's an old Twitter account that moved over to Blue Sky. It's just lots of it just shares lots of news in the industry and all of that. I don't even know why I'm using Life Split at this point. We're not doing it. We're not getting anywhere with it. There's been a report out today that said that most third-party Switch 2 games, the developers or publishers have reported that they have undersold massively, with at least one publisher suggesting that it was worse than their worst estimates. And a lot of the comments on that post were all about, well, yeah, of course not. I've spent $400 or $500 or however bloody much it is on the Switch. It's on the Switch 2 itself. The only game really that's new and has been worth getting has been Mario Kart World. I don't know where that rocket's going. I would have thought that rocket should be going for me, but apparently not. It's been Mario Kart World, so presumably a lot of people would have bought the bundle that came with Mario, that had Mario Kart World included. And after that, and whatever accessories they felt they may need, they've got no money for any new games. The other problem being is that all of the other, I used inverted commas with my fingers if I wasn't glued to my controller, because when I say new games, like all of the third-party games that have been released are all games that are like 2 or 3 years old at this point. There's not really been anything that's new, and with how expensive those games are, you're looking at, isn't the Hitman collection was available on launch, but that's going to be $40-50 when you can grab it on Steam in a sale for a tenner. Like, no one's buying them. But it was actually Stephanie Sterling who made the interesting point that I'd not considered, and I hadn't seen anyone else really consider, which is they wonder how many Switch 2 owners have actually seriously considered this as a new console launch. Because the point you said there about going back to the Switch 1, it does seem like another thing with this, because there were so many, the Switch library is massive and people have quite big Switch libraries, but certainly games that came out towards the end of the Switch 1's lifespan did not play very well, and they've got a new lease of life on the Switch. So it does seem like there's a lot of Switch 2 owners out there who have bought the Switch 2 not necessarily because they want a Switch 2 and they want all the new games, but they just want a better console to play their existing Switch 1 games on. So there'll be a lot of consumers who have bought the console, and that's all they need. They don't need any new games. They've got a whole catalogue of games to play on it. And those games now play really nicely. That was an interesting take. I don't own a Switch 2, so I can't really comment. That's. I mean, I think we'd all gathered that. I cut Front Mission 3. I don't actually know that game. It is very, very unlikely that I will ever buy a Switch 2. Because the way I see it, because of how much the games are going to be, because of the limited library, the fact that most of the library, certainly at the moment, seems to be old games that I probably already own. If I was going to buy a Switch 2, I'd just buy a Steam Deck. I previously said the only reason I can see for anyone to buy a Switch 2 is if they are that keen on the Nintendo exclusives, particularly on launch Mario Kart World. But actually, considering Stephanie Serling's comment, actually there are two consumers who want a Switch 2. Either someone who's really, really that keen on Nintendo exclusives, or someone who has a massive Switch 1 library and wants to keep playing those games. If I had the money, I'd absolutely get a Steam Deck.
Start.
Oh, bugger.
And now, here they are. The most daredevil drivers to ever whirl their wheels in the wacky race. 3, 2, 1.
I think I'm redoing. Yeah, we've already done that. We've already done this cup. Right. What do I do? Let me try and fix this damn thing.
Start.
Because it is doing my nutting. I can't do anything without lights. It's very, very hot as well. So I'm hot and bothered and just not having a very good time. Yeah, people have speedrun. People have speedrun Death Stranding. Oh. Even with all the lights turned off, I'm still absolutely sweltering. I used to have a fan. I don't know where it's gone. I used to have a little stand-up fan, but I can't find it. I found them. Here it is. Stand-up fan. It's got a plug in the back of it. I think I have a plug around that would immediately plug in. I wonder if my if the plug for my Alexa is the same one. I don't mind not having my Alexa available just for temporarily. No, it's not the right one. My sound bar might have the same plug, and I don't need that at the moment because I'm using my headphones. So I'm dying in my headphones. I'm dying in general. It's just so. Don't know which one's the power. Just check this. Does that plug into? It does. It works. I have a fan. Oh. I have a fan. is okay. I'm not taking the shirt off. Oh, I am in Italy next week, and I'm worried that I'm just gonna die. It's probably going to be a lot hotter. There's probably going to be air conditioning wherever we are. That's one advantage, though. Right, I have a fan now. That should hopefully help a bit. For anyone who wasn't here from the start, you may notice that it's a lot darker on my webcam. I've left like all of my lights off. I want this room to be as cool as possible. Right, what to do about bloody live split? I don't understand what's going on. I wonder if I left I posted this live split thing that I set up. It's an image based auto splitter. So basically what that means is an extra program called auto split is watching the game, and it's trying to match images up. All it's trying to match up is the timer being at 0, the timer disappearing, changing to the word finished, and then a black screen. And that pauses, unpauses, and splits. There's also a starting image for when the run starts. Now once I made this, I put it on the Wacky Races speedrun Discord. Image-based auto splitter readme is also included. Also includes split files. So there should be a readme for this. Apparently I wrote a readme. Readme.txt. Image-based auto splitter for Wacky Races starring Dastardly and Muttley. Do this. Your live splits layouts, main timer and switch should be set to game time. Right click layout plus control. Blah, blah, blah. Sure, pause game time only is ticked. So on this, I used an OBS projector source. That's interesting. Ensure your game source is cropped down so there are no black edges around the outside. You'll still have black corners due to Wacky Races having a TV-like appearance. But don't crop any of the game. Right-click on your game source and select Windowed Projector Source. Windowed Projector Source. Yeah, unfortunately, this still has... Oh no, it doesn't have any black outlines on the window projector. It's only because the game window wasn't the right size. Right. So then in auto split, right, this might work better. The only thing is this auto splitter was created based on widescreen 60 Hz. While this should work on 4x3 or 50 Hz, it may require further tweaks to get it to work correctly. So what I should probably do... Are you going to Italy for GDQ? No. I'm going to Italy for work. I'm attending an international training course throughout the whole of next week. So I get the train to Gatwick Airport on Saturday, staying in a hotel overnight, and then I've got a flight early on Sunday morning. And then yeah, I've already booked some of my menu options. And there will be pizza. Right, so now that I know to do that, let me get rid of some of this. Bring up the auto split. I'm going to change to my desktop scene so that you guys can actually see what the heck I'm talking about. It's always good to actually show you what I'm doing. So this thing here is the windowed projector source of the game in OBS. You can see this is the emulator. Here's live split, and I am using auto split, which is this thing. So you can see that this is the image. This image on the right is the image it's waiting for to start. So what I now want to do is change select window to that, and that changes to that. And now all I need to do is I just need to make sure that the timer is in the right place. So I'm just going to start one and see So now you can see that
Start.
the live split started. You'd see that if it wasn't behind me. And you can see the image has changed to just the 0. It might be difficult to see because it's big, big desktop. So hopefully, if those zeros are in the same position...
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, and it hasn't worked. So the highest it got to was 0.57 instead of 0.72. So that tells me that it's in the wrong place. Which doesn't make much sense. The problem that I've got is in the graphics settings here, it's this center screen option that I need to be using. There's no reset to default. I might have to load a brand new save. But basically what I need to do is I just need to keep retrying until it finally triggers.
And now, here they are, the most daredevil group of daffy drivers to ever whirl their wheels in the wacky. 3, 2, 1, go!
That didn't trigger. It looks like it's slightly too high. It's quite difficult. It's quite difficult to see, and you can't make these any bigger. But it does look like it's slightly too high. It also looks like it's squished.
It's like the other cars are standing still.
But I don't know. I said I thought it was slightly too high. Let's knock it down 2. Retry.
And now, here they are, the most daredevil group of daffy drivers to ever whirl their wheels in the wacky races, competing for the title of World's Wackiest Racer.
Oh.
3, 2, 1, go!
I'd say that's still a bit too high. I'd also say that image on the right looks bigger. I can take a screen. What I can do is I can take a screenshot and like compare it. I don't think that's going to work. I still think it looks too high, so let's knock it down. Options, graphics, center screen. 1, 2, 3. Use settings. Back. Retry.
And now, here they are, the most daredevil group of daffy drivers to ever whirl their wheels. 3, 2, 1, go!
It's going up. It's getting better, but it's still not quite right. I don't know if... No, doing that makes it worse.
The wacky racers keep changing positions.
See, now it looks too low. So the problem is it's really difficult to tell. It's really difficult to tell on this. I've moved it to a different monitor, which is slightly... Yeah, it looks too low now. So, graphics, screen. Just gonna knock it up 1. Now, unfortunately, I've got to quit race. The only thing it hasn't done is it's not resetting either. I can't remember what the reset image is.
Here they are, the most daredevil group of daffy drivers to ever whirl their wheels in the wacky race. 3, 2, 1, go!
It's just not... I don't know. It just does not seem to... Also, why... So it says widescreen mode on. Yeah, that's not going to be it, is it? That's going to look terrible. Anyway, we can't play like that. We absolutely cannot play like that. But I don't know. I had it working at one point. It was working absolutely fine at one point, and now it just does not want to do it. Do I need to make this bigger? It does not want to know. Maybe knock it up slightly. Graphics, center screen, up one. Let's just go up one. Retry.
And now, here they are, the most daredevil group of daffy drivers to ever whirl their wheels in the wacky 3, 2, 1, go!
Nope. It just does not want to pick it up at all. Highest is 6. The only other thing I could do is knock the threshold down. Threshold's currently 0.70. The problem is, to do that, you have to really mess around with the... So here are all of the images, every single image, and we have to put like certain numbers in to say what we're doing and what we want it to do. It's like this 0.9 refers to, it needs to be a 0.9. So actually, the basic image... No, I'm not playing Undertale. I don't speedrun Undertale. There would be no point in playing it.
It's like the other cars are standing still.
Live capture region. Windows graphics capture. Don't think that's image settings. Default similarity threshold. Let's put that down to 0.63 and see if that makes a difference. That could be what we need. So if we... So threshold's now 0.62. So if we restart... So threshold is now 0.62 instead of 0.7 odd. I'm just worried that this is going to cause some other issues or something else, but we'll see what happens.
3, 2, 1, go!
And it still hasn't split. I'm gonna reset the whole thing.
They're neck and neck.
Okay, there we go. Right. Let's
Start.
What? Why is that? What? Where's this split? What? No. Why? That split image isn't even in this file. It isn't even in this folder. Oh, it's here. That's why. Delete that. We don't want that. That's screwy. Games, Wacky Races, settings. I don't know why this image still shouldn't be here. What is it doing? This is doing my head in. This is so annoying. Load profile. Games. Wacky Races. Settings. Start image found but can't be loaded unless start hotkey is set. What? Why would the start hotkey not be set? Right, I want to knock that down to 0.62. Hotkeys. All of my hotkeys are... Oh, hang on. I think I know why that is. Let me reload this layout. So if I reload the layout, it's going to reload auto split.
Start.
Right, there we go. If you open auto split within live split, it should work. See, now I think I'm at the issue where the first image is the start auto splitter image is going straight away because it's triggering it. So all I need to do with that is just add in brackets 0.8. That'll do. That'll say that this now has a custom threshold. There we go. A custom threshold of 0.8. Let's see if this works. Right, so that's worked. Maybe my CPU is melting. That could also be true. All right, all we want to see happen. Now the highest it's hit is 59. It's not even hitting 61. All right, so we knock the threshold down to 58. Retry. That's because it is David Hayter's voice. It is him saying start as a Snake versus Monkey mode starts. I'm playing this on emulator. I'm just trying to use the auto splitter. Yay, there we go. It worked. It finally started. Now all we need is for the finished to come up. So I'll quickly try and finish this race and get it to turn into finished. And hopefully we will see finished come up. What we don't want to see happen is we don't want it to split at any other time. Because already you can see that the highest similarity that it's picked up. In fact, the highest it's picked up is 0.57. It just hasn't gone over 0.57. Quite how it thinks it's gone anywhere near 0.57, I do not know. I don't understand how these image-based splitters like track, but if 0.5, if it thinks already that it's hit 0.57, then hitting 0.98 when the timer actually says finished shouldn't be that difficult. Oh my god, I'm not got my headphones on, so I can't hear anything. I should probably put my headphones back on, so I can't hear when I'm being shot at. like that. Thanks, Peter. Yep, it's just split. For some reason, it now found finished and split. For some bizarre reason. This is impossible. I do not understand how it works this out. How it possibly thought that it was anywhere near. I'm gonna have to put it up to 0.6. That's a gold split. That's the thing, it hasn't actually split yet. What happens is it unpauses at the end of the race and then splits as we move onto a black screen for the next one. So the only other thing left to do then is to go back into the graphics and like move this back up again slightly. I don't know. Right. Let me resume the race and see if we can get it to hit finished again. So I'll try and go as quickly as I can. I mean, that's the idea. This is a speed run. I am showcasing this at a marathon in a little over 2 weeks. Not exactly showing confidence with that right now, am I? So what we want to see happen is we want to see it unpause. We actually want to see it unpause. And the game time to unpause as soon as I cross the line. It didn't pick it up. Now the highest it went to was 0.57.
Yes, my cousin.
In second place are Rufus Roughcut and Sausage.
I'll turn it back down to 0.56, but I don't think it's. I think it's going to fail. Right, let's just give the bloody run a go. This used to work fine. Why? All right. Well, at least I've got the fan. I hope you guys can't hear the fan. Yeah, they gave me wacky races. So I'm running both castle. Oh, I'm on the wrong scene. Sorry, folks. Yeah, I'm running Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse and this the license-a-thon. I really didn't want to run this, but they asked me if I could. They asked me if I could do if I had any other runs that I could submit. So I said, okay, I'll submit this. I really didn't want to do both. Right.
And now, here they are.
Right. I need to reset, but I can't reset until.
2, 1, go!
Right. At least I've got that off to a good start now. Right. Here we go. Let me have another swig of me drink. All right. Let's hopefully do this for real. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Start.
And now, here they are. The most
All right. Come on, live split. Work for me.
3, 2, 1, go!
Nope. It immediately split for... It immediately apparently found 0 and then split. Right. In that case, we're doing this differently. We are dropping auto split. No, don't save any bloody changes. Don't do anything with that. I will do it all manually.
Reset.
So split when we start.
Start.
Pause. Split.
Start. Start.
Oh my god.
Reset.
You know what? I'm gonna take a brand new set of. I'm gonna create a brand new set of splits. I'm gonna create a brand new set of splits, and we're gonna start over. And I'm just gonna manually split when we change race, and we'll work out. This is doing my night in. Other clear times. Save splits as WR no auto splitter. Oh wow, really? Thank you very
A
much,
message
Tom.
from Teemanville, who has now subscribed on Twitch for 3 months.
Thanks very much. I don't know what it is about today's stream that is exciting you to want to do that, but thank you very much, Tom. It's always very much appreciated. Right, there we go. We're just going to do this manually and do it like this. Compare against real time, and we'll just do it like this. It is not as good. It is not as good. It's not accurate, but I am done. I am freaking done trying to do this. We're just going to have a rolling time, and I'm just going to try and do it as fast as possible. Right, 3, 2, 1, go. Right, 3, 2, 1, go. Already off to a better start though, that's nice. If we can get that, we can immediately boost and try and get into the lead. Now need to try and quickly get 2 tokens as quickly as possible. So if I do get shot at, I can deflect it with the shield. But it looks like we're good. Now we're gonna boost. Cool. This is already a much better start. not bloody worrying about live split, so I can actually just concentrate on the race, which is what I really should have been doing all along. We're gonna have our first shortcut coming up, so we're gonna go around these corners and we're gonna boost into that corner like that. That gives us a little boost over that fence. We're gonna boost up here. Wonderful. Yeah, already massively ahead. You can see the mini map in the bottom left hand corner to see that I am massively ahead. We can boost again because I just got another token. Try and grab another one. We want to make sure that we've got 3 tokens ready for the shortcut. You don't have to have tokens for the shortcut, but it works better if you do. And I'm out of... Oh, I went out of bounds for a short moment there. That was interesting. I thought I might have been dead there. I figured I was going to fall through the floor. But no, thankfully the game rubber banded me back into position. Yes, this is already a much better start to a race. More tokens. We're going to hold on to these tokens actually rather than use them there. Because ideally we want to use one to get over this lake here, and then one for the shortcut. Oh, that was a bad turn, but we can... Oh, that was also bad. A bit of an awkward start there.
And it looks as if Dick Dastardly won.
And then we're going to split there. That's how we're going to split from now on. We're just going to do that. Which actually I could still use the auto splitter for it, but we're not going to. 3, 2, 1, go! We can sneak in between here, grab that token, and immediately boost over there and get straight into the lead. And hopefully we are now far enough ahead where we're not going to get targeted by anything. That's such a good boost, that one. Boost as we turn around the corner. Boost to get over the sand here. Stick to the right-hand side because that's nice and fast. We don't want to boost yet because we want to make sure that we've got enough tokens for a boost over... Oh! Come on! There we go! Got there eventually. That was a very awkward mine. The hitboxes of those mines are a lot bigger than they look. I didn't think I was going to get hit by that, which is why I went for it. Boost around the corner. So your turning circle is greatly increased. Sorry, greatly decreased. Yeah, your handling becomes a lot better as you... Oh, that was not a very good position for that. Let's boost again just to get back up to speed. Yeah, when you boost around a corner, your handling becomes like really good, which is really weird. So the game feels very counterintuitive. You feel like you want to boost on straights, which quite often you do want to boost on straights, but you also want to boost around corners because it's better. We don't need physics where we're going. Three, 2, 1. Okay, we hit the accelerator as soon as the announcer says 1, and that gives us our boosted start. I want to grab one of them. Put down here. Boost here. That's a bit where we really do kind of want to boost to get over that water. Anthill mobs ahead of me at the moment. I don't know if there's anyone here who doesn't actually know what the heck this is. Like, is there anyone here who doesn't know what Wacky Races is? Anyone seeing this and not recognizing it in the slightest? Because if so, I feel sorry for you. But I do think Wacky Races is very much a British thing. I don't know if Wacky Races was really like big in America or anywhere else. It kind of, a little bit of it had a resurgence recently because there was that Scooby-Doo movie called like Scoob, I think it was called, which was more of an origin story for Scooby-Doo, and Dastardly and Muttley were in it. So that kind of brought Dassey and Muttley a bit more back into the public zeitgeist. But Wacky Races is kind of a bit of a forgotten franchise. And barely anyone knows this game because it was exclusively released in PAL regions. It was mainly in the UK. I think some other European countries might have had it, but like it never saw a release in US, never saw a release in Japan. It was developed in Sheffield, and I lived in Sheffield at the time that this game was developed. My parents bought it for me whilst we were living in Sheffield. I didn't know at the time it was built there.
Here are the Wacky Racers again.
Fairly good fish and chips.
And it looks as if Dick Dastardly won.
But this isn't the original game. It was originally a Dreamcast game just called Wacky Races, which any like the level we've just done, Fish and Chips, is set in the city area. The city area wasn't in the Dreamcast version. So the PS2 version is an upgraded version of the Dreamcast version. I do believe the Dreamcast version saw quite a few releases around the world. But yeah, when they came to doing this PS2 upgrade version, it only came to PAL regions. So here we get to use a recently discovered trick in this game, where there used to be a trick that you do where you'd do a barrel roll. And it would help maintain your speed when you came out of a boost. So you come out of a boost, instead of going back down to your default speed, you would maintain some of your boost a little bit. Someone recently did, I say recently, it was last August, it's nearly a year old. Someone discovered that the barrel roll wasn't the trick with it. It was just holding. There's two brake buttons. There is a hard brake. And then there is a slide handbrake, and it's holding the slide handbrake, which is what keeps your boost going. It can only be used on certain terrains. So it can be used on dirt, and it can be used on tarmac. Can't be used on snow. Can't be used on sand. So like here, when we go over I'm gonna boost here because I'm screwing that bit up. When I boost over this, boost over here, just hold L1 and it just maintains my boost a little bit. Skibidi kind of laughs a bit like Muttley. I mean, they're both Hanna Barbera, so wouldn't be surprising if it was the same voice actor who did Scooby and Muttley. 3, 2, 1. No, I'm not gonna. Oh, I wasn't going to boost there until I crashed and realised I need to get ahead. No, I want to go left. It's faster to go left. Oh, wow. That was horrible. Oh. That was annoying. I got shot at. Usually, if someone shoots you, the narrator, the commentator says you've been targeted or they've got a lock on you or something. And he didn't say anything, so I assumed that shot against me wasn't on me. I thought it would be on someone else. But I'm in first place now, so that's good. And we can use the boost a bit better here. Oh, see there it says you've been locked. I think it was actually because I got close to that mine. So I don't think this shield's actually worth it. We can start using the boost again now. I need to stop bashing into things because that's really slow. And then here we're going to boost around that corner. We're going to do exactly the same here. So just as we're about to turn, boost. And one more. That's the first one over. No, I will not be streaming. What? There are no streams next week. All right, on to the Mirror Cup.
And now, here they are, the most daredevil group of
So the category that we're doing is the category that we're doing is all cups. So it's do all 4 cups back to back. But it's kind of this is kind of the default speed run. Oh, I boosted when I should have shielded. This is kind of the default speed run for this game because every time I want to boost, I get shot at instead. Yeah, this is kind of the default speedrun for this game because, oh my god, I'm getting no warning either. Because it's it's the easiest way of doing a speedrun that includes every single track. So all 20 tracks are represented if you do all cups. There's a few different speedrun categories. There is an adventure mode in this game, which is really, really long. You do every track like over and over and over again because there's different challenges and stuff to do with them. Oh, there's no tokens here to do it. Oh, I couldn't grab. Yeah, grab them. Just gonna boost around that corner. Boost around that corner. Yeah, I'd say all cups is the easiest way of seeing every single track in the game. So it's a really nice sort of welcome tour of the game.
And now, here they are, the most daredevil group of daffy drivers to ever whirl.
3, 2, 1, go! There's only really two cars in the game that are considered speedrun worthy. The Mean Machine is what almost everyone uses because it is hands down the best vehicle. It has the best stats. Its speed boost is very, very good. It is just the best machine by far. The Creepy Coupe is sometimes used because the Creepy Coupe stats are also pretty good and it has a very good boost. So there are some runs that use the Creepy Coupe, but it's like the majority is with the Mean Machine. And this game is kind of notable for the fact that you can play as the Mean Machine. I don't think you were ever able to in any other Wacky Races game. This was kind of the first. It also marks like the first time ever in the series history that Dastly and Muttley can actually win a race. Because they're always, in the cartoon series, they never won. They lost every single race that they did. Can I get one more token for one more boost? Thankfully, 3, 2, 1, go. Thankfully, when it comes to actually doing the run for License-a-thon, I went into the Wacky Races speedrun Discord today just to let people know I was doing it, and also because I was just asking for a little bit of clarity on the new speed boost tech. Ready for it. Okay, I sort of explained the story of how I'm only doing it because I said that was a really stupid decision, because I said that I'd submit something else and they've picked it up and all of that. But two of the runners immediately asked if they could join me on commentary. So there will be 3 of us on comms, which includes the sort of the game's lead moderator, Hamman. He's discovered a lot. It's got a video coming out next week, I think, about he did some chats with the developers. He like emailed them and got email responses. And for that video, he wanted the whilst the developers only emailed him, they only has written words from them. He didn't want to read them out them himself. He wanted them to be read out by other people and sort of impersonate them. And Haman asked me to do one of them. So in the video that he's got coming out, so I think it's this weekend. I voice one of the developers of the game. So that's pretty cool. The cool thing about this game, when you compare it to stuff like the cool thing about this game, as opposed to stuff like Mario Kart and Sonic Racing, is with this game, all of the weapons and abilities you have are unique to the characters. It's not like like in Mario Kart, you pick up random items off the floor, so the items are always unique. They're always can be used by everyone. There are no unique items. Sonic does give each racer like an all-star mode, like they have a special move which is unique to them, but apart from that everything else is the same. But Wacky Races is kind of cool in the fact that it's every single driver is unique and you have unique weapons. This is a great track for using this speed boost text. You'll notice that whenever I'm boosting, I'm then holding L1 as I come out of it, and that's just to maintain a little bit of speed as we come out of the boost. Can only really do it on a straight, so it doesn't last very long. Oh, the thing with it is it's not very noticeable at all. It is a very, very small boost. Now, the only way that I'd really be able to tell if it's working or not is if I was able to go against my old split. But we've already determined that that's not doable. So what we should have done is done a set of splits without using that boost and then comparing it to a follow-up run that did. Muppet Race Mania, where every Muppet has their own ability. Let's say, now that I'm properly back into it, I've remembered all the shortcuts. This new boost trick is really easy. It is actually the same. It is the same as the previous one. It's just the previous one thought there was an extra thing to it, and there isn't. That was good timing. Got to use my got to put my shield on. Quick turn around there, and then we'll do a booster turn here. And we'll do a booster turn here, and then we'll hold L1. Keep a little bit of that speed. And then here's, again, this is another perfect opportunity. Oops. So yeah, now that I'm not messing around with live split, I am remembering, like, what to do, where to go. I'm getting a feel for the controls again, so I think I should be good for the. Because the thing with this run is there's not much to it, and this is the kind of thing. The reason I learned Wacky Races in the first place is for the same reason that I learned Pokemon Fire Red Leaf Green originally, is that I don't understand the fascination with racing speedruns. Unless it's a racing speedrun, there's loads of glitches and loads of tricks and things. Like Mario Kart Wii is probably one of the best for that. And I find that really interesting. But for these, they're just not. There's not a lot that happens. And it also feels really weird with a racing... Oh, I've gone back into the Mirror Cup again. Gotta remember to change cups in between.
3, 2, 1, go!
There we go, Clock Cup. So, to me, it feels strange trying to do a speedrun of a game where the exact idea of the game in the first place is to go as fast as possible. Which, there are other games out there where you are sort of encouraged to go as fast as possible. But, you know, they have a lot more mechanics and stuff to do that in. In a racing game, you're just driving, really. There's not much else to it. So I'm gonna... Oh dear. That was not good. I don't know if I'm being targeted, so I'm going to play this safe and just use my shield. Let's boost here. And this is a good, you know, apart from this boost and a couple of shortcuts, this is a good example of that kind of racing game. There isn't a lot. It's get into first place and then keep going. Race well, hit your lines well, do all the things that you're expected to do in the game, never mind in a speedrun. And that's why I've never really understood the appeal of racing speedruns. Which is why I learned this, because I figured, you know, if I don't understand something, rather than keep bashing it, like I'm bashing these trees terribly, rather than keep bashing it, let's give it a go. Let's actually learn it. Learn one, you know, of a racing speed run that of a racing game that I really love. I played this loads as a kid. I can't think of another racing game that I've put more time into. Maybe V-Rally 3. I played a lot of V-Rally 3 as a kid, but I can't think of many others.
And it looks as if Dick Dastardly won.
But unlike with RPGs, unlike with Pokemon, and certainly Jade Cocoon really changed the way I feel about RPG speedruns. This didn't change my mind. I have no idea why License-a-thon accepted this run. I told the moderator who approached me and asked if I had anything else I could submit. I said to him, look, I can submit this, but I haven't done it in a long time. It's, in my opinion, it's not a particularly good speed run. But you know, if you really want more numbers, then I'll submit it. I don't know what it is that made them look at it and go, yeah, that's the game we want in our speedrun marathon. But each to their own. Some people really like racing speedruns. I just don't quite get the fascination with them. At least with this, when I do this in the marathon, I've got two very experienced other Wacky Race speedrunners there doing commentary. Particularly Haman is extremely knowledgeable about the background of the game. So having, you know, whenever there's a lull and it's like, okay, I'm in first place now. Ham, do you want to just like tell us how this game was developed? Yeah, it's going to be, at least I'm going to have lots to talk about, and there's going to be lots of stuff to bounce off of, and it's going to be really good. So I'm really glad that that side of this has come together nicely.
And it's the final stretch. We're at the finish line. And the Mean Machine is the winner.
So I never. It's the other thing with racing games. I was never into racing sims. It's like Gran Turismo. I mentioned early V-Rally 3. That's probably the closest. I don't know if you could. I don't think you could count. I don't think you'd count Need for Speed Underground as a racing sim. It doesn't feel like a racing sim. That does still feel more like an arcade racer. I've never been into racing sims. I say the only one really was V-Rally 3. I really enjoyed.
Pay more attention.
That trick's risky if you've not got a boost, but that was fine. Oh, let's use my boost again to fix that. And it's always good to try and keep a boost for this jump here, because then you can boost over and you can sort of go around a little bit. A little awkward jump there, but that was fine.
It's the final lap. Go for it.
Yeah. Never played the first one. I did play a lot of Need for Speed Underground 2. Really enjoyed Need for Speed Underground 2. I think I played the second most wanted, because there were, if I recall correctly, there are 2 games called Need for Speed Most Wanted.
And it looks as if Dick Dastardly
And I played the second one quite a bit.
And now, here
There is one racing game actually that I might have put more time into than Wacky Races, and that would be Burnout Paradise. I played quite a lot of Burnout Revenge. I played a little bit of Burnout 2, little bit of Burnout 3. I played a little bit of Burnout on my PSP, but not a lot. But Burnout Paradise, I fully completed, including all the bikes, including the Big Surf Island DLC. But yeah, Burnout Paradise is really, really good, except after a while races get a bit samey because of the structure of them.
is an off-road vehicle. It's incoming.
Am I going to be able to get another token before that hits? Yes! Just. That was nice. Unfortunately, now it means that I don't have boosts to get around some of these corners. That's right, because we can do that. That's a nice turn. Reasonably nice turn. Wipeout. I have Wipeout Fusion on PS2, and I played quite a bit of Wipeout Fusion. I've also played quite a bit of I want to say Fury. It's either Fury or Pure. I think I had them on my PS3. I played a bit of those. Wipeout Fusion's the one I definitely played the most though. I've also played the Vita, I think it's Wipeout 2048. I played quite a bit of as well. Yeah, I did really enjoy Wipeout Fusion. Let's use a boost to go around that corner.
We're heading into the home
Oh, can I get more tokens?
has been.
There we go.
And the Mean Machine is the winner. The Chugabuggy is second. And in third.
Yeah, the thing with Burnout Paradise is it's a wonderful open world. Really, really enjoy the game. The only thing with it is because of the structure of the races, basically I think there's 6 finish lines across the map. So every single race that you do is to race to one of those 6 finish lines. So it does after a while get to a point where no matter where you start from, your fastest route is always going to be to like get to the edge of the map and then just go around the outside. You don't tend to go across the middle of the map very often. So yeah, races can get a bit same, but there's so much stuff to do. You know, you've got races, you've got stunt runs, there's collectibles and stuff to find. You know, can you hit every unique jump? Can you hit every fence, every billboard? There's cars to take down. There's takedown challenges. yeah, there's so much going on in that game. There's motorbike time trials. There's multiplayer online where you join up together and do challenges, which I never really got into at the time, and I'm kind of disappointed because some of them are really cool. Yeah, Burnout Paradise is probably my favorite racing game, with this being second. Maybe this second. Need for Speed Underground 2 was pretty special.
It's still a pretty close race.
I did get into one of the Forzas at one point, but I can't remember which one. I think it was Forza 4.
A few miles to go to the finish line. The drivers give it all they've got.
I think it was the Forza that was set in the UK,
We're heading into the home stretch. We're at the
like set in northern England and Scotland.
And it looks as if Dick Dastardly won. You win.
Who says only good guys win?
Right, on to the Star Cup, final cup. Forza Horizon 4, that does sound correct.
The most daredevil group of daffy drivers who ever whirled their wheels.
3, 2, 1.
Go.
That does sound correct. It definitely would have been something around 4 or 5. So if it was 4 that was set in the UK, it was definitely 4 that I played. I really enjoyed the Top Gear challenges. The Top Gear challenges in that were really good. And that had loads of DLC and loads of like loads of add-ons. Like you could like you had like a whole Halo campaign in it. So you like drove warthogs and stuff. It was really cool.
Wait a minute.
I don't think I played Forza Horizon. I know I started another Forza game, but I don't think it was another Forza Horizon. I think it was something different entirely. But I can't remember.
We're now on the second lap.
Muttley, do something! Anything!
Let's boost around this corner. Boost around this corner. Need to let go of L1 a little earlier.
You'll be walking the rest of the race.
Dick Dastardly's down on his luck.
Sometimes the commentator is a bit off. Like there, where he said Dick Dastardly's a bit down on his luck. I'm in first place and I'm massively ahead. What are you talking about? I could not be doing much better than I already am.
No. It's the final lap. Go for it.
Do another booster turn here. Don't have the tokens for another boost. Do now. That's a good time for it. Beautiful. Now we want to try and use another one here. Don't really want to boost around these corners. Unless you, like, really need to, like I did there. The music's really good for this game as well. Good. Oh, couldn't get another token. So RPGs, I've never gotten into a Final Fantasy game. I played a little bit of 7, a little bit of 13, and I think that was it. This is actually the first time I've actually got to this point. This one, the current world record goes through these caves. So that's what I'm going to do. I always used to go the inside track, but I think because it's a lot of turns, it doesn't work quite so well. Oh, wow. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh dear. You think? That was not good. I need some of these bloody tokens. Oh, they're all going through this cave. Ah! Correct. It's okay. We'll get back on track. The thing with this is you don't actually have to come first. There's nothing in the speed run that says you have to come first. You don't have to come first at all. The only thing is, I think in any given race, if you come less than 4, you have to redo the race before you can advance to the next one. As far as the cup is concerned, all you need to do is finish the overall tournament first to complete it. But yeah, RPGs, the only RPG I really ever got into was Pokemon.
3, 2, 1, go!
And even then, I've only really got into gens 1, 2, and 3. I never really went beyond those. This Manic Mines has got a couple of cool and useful shortcuts, including one that I've only today learnt about. So you got that one's kind of important, but then there's one here, which I've not really tried before. So you go like that, but better than what I just did. So yeah, that's the first time I've ever tried that shortcut. So we've got 2 more laps to try and get it better. So we kind of want to maintain some boost in there. Really awkward tunnel entrance there. You actually want to slow right down, otherwise you'll always crash. Let's turn here. Grab that token. Hoping there'd be some more tokens around. Because I kind of feel like you want 2 boosts to get around there. One to get over, and then one to get around to sort of correct yourself again. So I'm going to try and hold on to my tokens a bit more.
It's the 3rd and final lap.
I'm still massively in the lead, so you also really need to be in the center because the roof is higher at the center. I could do some more tokens. The only thing with this race is because I get into the lead very quickly, you don't really get other... You don't really get that many tokens lying around. If you go behind early, then you get all of the tokens that... Every time you use tokens, they jump off you, but you don't really see the other CPU tokens anywhere.
And it looks as if Dick Dastardly won.
Have I speedrun any first-person games?
3, 2, 1.
I think, off the top of my head, the only first-person game I can think of that I've speedrun, if you can really call it certainly not a first-person shooter, is Choo Choo Charles. I've speedrun, which is a first-person game. Yeah, as a first-person view, but it's not a shooter. It's not a first-person shooter. You don't shoot at all. You just run around. So yeah, that's the only... I would like to try and learn an FPS at some point. Borderlands has always been on my mind if I was going to learn a first-person shooter. I think I'm supposed to go the other routes there. Oh, that's a nice bunch of tokens right there. So I think I'm supposed to go left here. I think I'm supposed to... Yeah, I'm supposed to take this track. I was going the wrong way there. Yeah, you're supposed to take the left track, not the right track on that bit. Well, thank you very much for joining in, Maxwell. I hope you've enjoyed. I know it's been a bit awkward with spending so much time messing around with live split, but I hope you've enjoyed it.
And
I can't say I've heard of that game.
Dick Dastardly won.
Yeah, if I ever did want to learn an FPS, I have always considered Borderlands, because Borderlands is one of my favorite series. Borderlands 2 is in my top 10 games of all time. Ooh, I don't think I'd enjoy it. I tried Amnesia. Against my better judgment, I tried Amnesia. Did not enjoy it. I am terrible with horror games as it is. And yeah, Amnesia was bad for me. We want to hold on to our boosts here because there's a trick we can do. If we boost here, we should be able to get over that wall, which is a nice time save. This is the final. This is the final track, by the way.
Did you see that?
There we go. We can use the boost to corner really well. Oh, loads of tokens. That's nice. Here, we'll boost around this corner. Hold L1. Get the boost here. Make that turn nice and quick. Now, the thing with timing this speed run... Oh, can I get... Yes, boost. The thing with timing this speed run is the way that it's timed, and this is the reason why I built the auto splitter in the way that I did, is it's only done by IGT. It's done by... you take the final times of each one of your races and add them all together. So the auto splitter that I developed, because it pauses and starts when each race starts and finishes. It's not 100% accurate, but it's pretty damn close. But because I'm having to do it differently and not using that, then all I really have to go on here is I've got an overall RTA. I'd have to go back through the recording. Oh, I'm going to have to go around because I haven't kept a boost. That's silly. Not enough tokens. What I can do, however, is I should have recorded my RTA.
Wacky racers again.
There we go. Oh, done.
And it looks as if Dick
I should have recorded my RTA on my PB for this. So I should still be able to at least compare my RTA. And I've been fast with the RTA. Like, as soon as like a race is finished, I've moved on to the next one pretty quickly. I've tried to move... Oh yeah, RTA's shown on the leaderboard. So my RTA for my current PB IGT is 35:41. 35:41. My RTA for that run was 41:54. So according to this, I'm about 1.5 minutes behind, which, considering some of the bumps I had, isn't a surprise. So yeah, not too bad. I've got my... I'm going to be taking my phone with me. Obviously, I'm going to be taking my phone with me to Italy, and on my phone I've got this on a PS2 emulator, so I will be practicing this as well for that. So yeah, we got.
Brilliant! You came in first place.
So yeah, obviously more practice at this is going to be useful, but I don't feel like I'm massively behind. I don't feel like I'm like, oh no, this is terrible. This is going to be awful, because as I've kind of shown, there isn't really that much to this. It's just not making some of the dumb mistakes that I made. You know, there's a couple of tracks where I had some really bad crashes and went behind. So yeah, I don't really see much point in going through and doing this again. I'll practice this now in my own time. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to do a run of Castle of Illusion, sorry Mickey Mouse, because that's the other run that I'm going to be doing for License-a-thon. Woo! See you all in a few minutes. Welcome back, folks. We're moving on to the second game of tonight's stream. To the third, I believe the third game I've learned to speedrun. This is Castle of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse. Why, hello. We're back. I've pushed a button on my... I've pushed a button on my chair handle, and now it's skew if, and I can't remember which button it is to change it back. It's got too many buttons. I hope it's not broken. I'm sure there's a button on it to change the angle of it. I'm just trying with the other side. What button have I pressed to do this? I know you can angle them. I don't want it angled. Oh my god. This stream tonight, I am all over the bloody place. Ah, gotcha. Found it. There's a button right at the front. Alright, so this is Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse. No live split shenanigans this time. This one is all manually split, so it's all good. I have no idea which buttons I should be using. And I've already saved a state. That's good. I can't remember if I'm supposed to show. Oh, no, I can't remember what the bloody Oh, there we go. That looks. Yep, that's what I want. I don't know. Let's see. We'll see what happens. 3, 2, 1, go. This is a very, very simple platformer from 1990. This game was released the year after I was born. And yeah, I've got the wrong buttons. But it should be alright. So we are Mickey. Minnie has been kidnapped by an evil witch who wants to take her beauty because she's jealous of how pretty that Minnie is. Oh, that was bad. And we're gonna go and rescue her, and that's it. That's the plot. There's not really much else to it, to be honest. Mickey, we want to be jumping quite a lot. Mickey is fastest when he jumps. Ooh, split. I remember to split. And here we want to try and... Oh, damn it. There you kind of want to avoid grabbing the vine. Oh, wow, I'm screwing this up big time. Because we're going to completely avoid the vines and use these enemies, or at least that's kind of what you want to do. Use the enemies to get over those bits, because it's faster, obviously. Now, this is, I believe this is the third speedrun I ever learned. So I've been speedrunning this for a very, very long time. This is another game where I shouldn't really need too much practice. I just, need to get back into the groove of it. It's a fairly straightforward game. There's not really that much to it. Because I'm deliberately taking a load of damage, because we don't slow down from damage. Whoops, wasn't supposed to go that way. damage doesn't slow you down. And actually, we want to. It doesn't matter. It doesn't actually matter throughout the levels because it's not until the end of the run that it actually makes a difference. Yeah, it's not until the end of the run where it makes a difference. We want to finish every boss on only 1 health. I'm going to have to be careful here, though, because I'm actually quite low. And I'm going to die. So he says, you know, you don't... Oh, I've already got a game over. You know what? We're going to start again. Da-da-da-da. Reset. Reset! As I say, assuming that that's enabled, which it is. Right. Can I change this to be B? There we go. B should be my X button. 3, 2, 1, go.
Start.
Try that. Try this again. So hopefully this now means that my X button is jump, which is what. That's better. That feels more natural. Should have figured that when I first looked at those settings. I need to remember to split correctly as well. So yeah, we don't really want too much health. We don't want items either. Basically, at the end of each level, there's a scoreboard, it takes time for your score to tick over. So the more health you finish each level with, and the more items you have, the slower your scoreboard time is going to be. Oh, come on, Nick. Just hold on there for a second so we have everything line up. Some of these enemies can be random, but that was better. Jump down here. We're going to get chased by the apple. Jump at the end there. Make sure we jump. You can get hit by that apple in the air, and that's fine. But if you're on the ground when it hits you, it slows you right down. So you got to be careful with that one. Jump over here. Take a bunch of damage from those. That's fine. Oh, careful now. I'm actually close to death. That's better. There we go. And the other thing with health is whenever you start a new room, you go back to 3. If you keep whatever health you've got, but if you're at less than 3 health, you will automatically go back to 3 health. Here we're going to completely ignore this sign and just jump because that's faster. There we go. We can now get to the boss without having any incidents. We're going to actually fight the first boss now, Evil Tree. Oh, gold split, nice. And here is Evil Tree. So I'm using up all of my items. I'm going to like deliberately take a bunch of damage in this fight as well. We don't want to throw items at the tree. That doesn't do as much damage as bouncing on him. But we just want to rinse and repeat until he is dead. Do not want to take any more hits. And that should be it. And then there's just going to be a gem to grab. Nice, gold split on the gem grab as well. So here's the final score. You always get 10,000 for the clear. Technical bonus is each hit point you've got remaining. Secret bonus is each item you've got remaining. So that's why you want to finish each level with 1 hit point and 0 items. And we move on to Toyland. Staircase can be a bit of a run killer. There's some really, really tight moves you want to do to really optimize the time on this one. I already don't think I've hit. No, I haven't. But it's obviously optimal if you can get it, but it's not, you know, absolutely critical. And then here we can bounce up to there. So that was better. I am nearly dead, so I've got to be careful here. I've messed up a little bit there. Bounce off that. Bounce, bounce, bounce. That was nice. And one more bounce. Run. So we grab the keys that opens the exit door. It's the only exit in the game that's like that. Lost a little bit of time on there. Oh, that was bad. That's better. Ideally, you never want to throw an item whilst you're on the ground, because Mickey stops. Can I get into that gap quickly? Yep, nice. Get across this jello. That. This is one area where we actually do want to... Oh, I got another shot at it. Ideally what I want to do here is bounce off him like that. That'll do. This is actually an area where we want to try and hold on to health, because coming up is going to be the next boss. We kind of want to go into the next boss with full health, because by being on full health, we can really speed it up. Throw loads of items down here. This level does have a gimmick. At this rate, I'm only really going to get into the boss with oh, and that's the gimmick. The gimmick of this level is that you hit one of those arrows, it turns everything upside down. You don't want to do that. It's really slow. Oh, there we go. I can go into it with one extra health. That's a bit slow because of the couple of bits, but I've got 4 health, so we can do a damage abuse. We can do deliberately take damage in this fight to speed up a little bit. So here, instead of waiting for his springs, we can just jump like that. And that's a lot quicker. Can only afford to do that one more time. Good RNG. He either bounces 2 or 3 times. It's always random how many times he bounces. So we want him to only bounce twice, obviously, but that doesn't always happen. And then that should be the fight. That wasn't too bad. Perfect clear. 1 health, no items. On to Storm. First level of Storm is extraordinarily easy. It's probably the easiest level in the game. There really isn't anything to this level. Lots of little jumps. Bounce off that bat. Drop down into here. Go down. Oh, I went the wrong way. Sorry, go down here. You can take a hit from that and go down this one. There we go. Still the easiest level in the game. I just messed that up because I forgot where I was going. Now it starts to get a bit trickier. Because there's a few tricks you can do in this one. There's one in particular I can't actually remember how it's done. Yeah, there's a specific trick with that area which I need to have another look at. I'm also going the wrong way. This is going to be a bit slow. Instant death if you touch those waterfalls. Obviously that's not good. We're nearly at the end. Next room, there is a big RNG moment in here. We're going to get a rapid that we've got to try and beat. And it is complete RNG whether we get a fast rapid or a slow rapid. I think we're on a fast rapid. Yeah, we're on a fast rapid, which is a shame. I'll say complete RNG as to whether it's going to be fast or slow. We want it to be slow so that we can get around it. Whoops. That wasn't ideal. To wait here. Just take damage, doesn't matter. And we're done. We go into the boss. Oh, for this boss, we're going to be fighting a bunch of these little lizard things. Oops. There we go. And for the last one, we can just do that. There is a slightly faster way of doing that, but I was quite happy with that, actually. I lose that a little bit on the bonuses at the end here, just because it's safer to play that lizard boss a bit safer. It's all good. I'm not that far behind PB. Well, in the grand scheme of things, I'm not that far behind. And again, I've got this on an emulator on my phone, so I'll be practicing this in Italy as well. Just wanted to make sure I definitely at least got a dedicated stream for both of these games. Right, into the milk bottle. I shouldn't have taken damage in there, because now I don't think I can get through the final bit of this. You want to take some hits at the end of this. I've got 1 health, so I can't do that at all now. I really mess up coming into here. Not gonna be able to damage boost at all. So I'm gonna have to wait for these now because I do not have any health. This is a bit annoying. Hi Zane. There's the next gem. And now we're back in the main room. This is the study, and the study is actually really short. There's 2 optional areas that we're going to completely avoid. Oops, that was bad. It's falling books that are of no concern. Oops, that was a bad jump. So the first... There was a teacup on the floor, and that was the first... Phew, we're okay. That was there was 2 teacups, and those are the ones that we're avoiding. And now we're going to the boss, which has a very, very specific pattern. Which I can't remember. Try that again. You gotta be very fast on this first jump. You need to jump. That's better. Then it's... Oh. There. Now he's gonna be at the end. And then you gotta race all the way back over here because he's over here. And now he's there. I was a bit too quick jumping into him there. race all the way back over. I think he's back in the first one again, and that's the fight. Yeah. Oh. That shouldn't be a gold split. That should not be a gold split. I clearly made a mess of something there. I think I might have split up and then down again. All right, we go into the last world, the castle. Bum, bum, bum. The castle. This first area can be a little bit dangerous towards the end. Second area is a complete joke, and the final area is just horrible to do really well. We want to try and avoid as much damage here as possible, and as long as you almost always take at least one hit there. Wait for that. That wasn't very nice. I'm on 1 health, now I'm on 2 health. And then here, I want to just skip all of that by doing that. Oh, I threw that item a little too slow. All right, we try this again. Up. Like that. Lots of little jumps. Mickey is slightly faster when he's jumping. Down here. Ideally, you want to try and get through these next few blocks without taking any damage at all, but it's not easy. No. I almost always take at least 1 hit of damage. At least I didn't take damage from that one that time. So I'll be, it's safer for me to take that hit now. Ooh. Round. Oh, still got hit by that. That was bad. Because there's one bit down here which could be a little bit precarious. There's a couple of really annoying bats, and the angle that they fly at can sometimes throw you off a little bit. There we go. Like that. We're good, we're through. Into the water pit, which is, say, an absolute joke of a room. It's the worst room in the game. Last year I submitted this run to Go Fish, which is a speedrun marathon where they specifically encourage you to submit runs that have got fish in them. I deliberately submitted this room because of these fish. And that's it, that's the room. And now we go into Clock Tower, which is just an absolutely horrible level. Because this level is full of...
We've managed to avoid drowning.
We have managed to avoid drowning. This level is full of all sorts of different speedrun tricks. I need to relook at my PB for this room and work out there's a far more optimal route for it. You can do some really crazy jumps in this room. I'm gonna grab this health just on the safe sides. We're through it, and that's the important thing. Apparently with a PB, with a gold split as well. I remember correctly, there's an order with this fight where you can do it... Oh. Whoops. I thought I still had one more... Oh, I thought I still had one more hit point. If I remember correctly, there's an order with this fight where if you take damage at a certain point or do something, you cancel one of his jumps. Yeah, I need to have a look at runs, like my own runs of this. Oh, what? I jumped on him and I hit him, but I apparently still took damage. I'm just gonna do this the way I remember it. That'll do. Alright, just the final boss now. Oh. And once this run is done, that's going to be the end of the stream because it is so warm. I really want to stop. Yeah, not the best practice runs, but as I say, just getting back into the groove of preparing myself and knowing where to go when I'm having a go at my Oh. There's 5 hits on Miserabel. 1. Ugh. Come on, let's try it. Do this properly. One. Two. Three. There's a slightly faster way of doing it if she's up top like that. 4. One more hit and we're done. I can't remember what my estimate for this was. It's up top, so we want to do it this way. Which is 5. I think that was it. Yep, that's the end. There we go. That's Castle Illusion starring Mickey Mouse. Not, as I say, not the best one I've done, but I've got a week of practicing it on my phone. Just to get good at it again and remember some of the stuff I needed to remember. Yeah, that is going to be it for this stream, folks. I'm not going to save those splits because I know for a fact that at least one of those was wrong. Yeah, that is going to be it for tonight's stream, and that is now going to be it for a week. There will be no streams next week. The next time you will see me live is at about 11 o'clock on Sunday evening over on License-a-thon doing marathons of the 2 bad runs that I've just done. So yeah, a little bit of practice needed. It should be fine. I don't think it's going to be... I'll be within... As long as I'm under estimate, it'll be absolutely fine. This was a very last minute thing. I mean, I submitted these runs months ago, but submissions only closed, I think, on the 1st of June. And then with less than 2 weeks to go, the schedule was revealed. And it doesn't help that I'm away next week. So, like, I've got to do my setup tomorrow. Thankfully, they don't require us to do tech checks, because I wouldn't be able to do one. Yeah, the organisation of License-a-thon leaves something to be desired a little bit. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah, that's it from me tonight, folks. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. I will see you either over on License-a-thon a week on Sunday or back here a week on Tuesday. Take care. And yeah, I'll be in Italy. Bye-bye.